So, it's been a little bit. I guess I can't remember if I told you, I got a job at a Honda dealership, so I'm training, and I just spent the whole last week training, and it is incredibly boring. I'm doing OSHA training and automotive training. And so I have 2 weeks of that before I can begin working on the floor. So I have one more whole week of training. What is my computer warning me about? And then I can actually start working. So, anyways, there's also, just to put this out there so that you guys can understand why I might make fewer videos than usual, there's 260 training modules that I have to, well, I don't have to, but that ideally I need to complete to be able to make more money. Honda will actually send me to school. They have training centers, and once I complete 80% of certain modules, they'll pay for me to go down to New Jersey and train for a week, which is really cool. So I need to train in my free time. So training, and then the stresses of actually working at a new place and starting a new job, and it's been a lot, so I am a little tuckered out. I have no promises on making a video every weekend. This turns out some weekends I'll have to work too, so there's one reason. But anyways, enough about me and my work life. I just want to put that out there. For a while there, I thought that I wouldn't be able to make videos because I was stressing about not having a job. Now that I have a job, there's so much to do. So, gosh dang it, life. Anyways, today we're gonna look at we're gonna have one of these super rare things where, I mean, this is the kind of stuff that just strolls through so rarely. Well, my uncle gave me his childhood stamp collection. You may remember my father gave me his. Now my uncle gave me his. This isn't just stamps, though. This is coins as well. And from what I can tell, it seems to be in his childhood lunchbox, which I think is hilarious. And so it's not just stamps, it's coins, and I have no idea what kind of stuff is in here. I haven't opened it yet, so we're all going to discover this together. My uncle's probably mid-60s, early 60s. And I want to be frank that while this is incredibly cool to me, I have low expectations. Specifically for the stamps, because as stamp collectors, you may know, look, if a collection was stored in a lunchbox for 40 or 50 years, it's probably not in the best condition. So we'll see what's in there, but the coins, whatever they may be, they may be okay. I don't know. We'll find out. So yeah, I'm not trying to put my expectations too high, but I am curious. Also, I met up with my cousin Tyler, who gave me the box, and his friend gave me a little album of, I think it was Bermuda. Yeah, Bermuda stamps. Cute little album. I kind of like it. It's nice. I already peeked in there, and they were some pretty super common MCV Bermuda stamps, so maybe we'll just take a quick look at that. His friend gave it to me he's like, you can have it and, see if it's worth anything, and from what I can tell, no. But I'm more excited about this lunchbox. So anyways, enough of this long intro. I just wanted to say hello and let everybody know what's going on, what this video is about. Yes, I just woke up. I am sleepy pants here. I have some peppermint tea getting ready, actually. And So let's do it. Okie doke. So, shall we? Let's see what Uncle has for me here. Whoa. Whoa, get out of here. Okay, well that's way different than what I was expecting. That's a little surprising. So, the coins I was picturing were going to be loose, corroded coins slewing about. Instead, we've got proof sets. Okay, wow. So, 2016 and 2019 proof sets. So, that's cool. I already have several of these from my grandmother. So, I know what these are like, just in case anybody is kind of curious, wants to see what's going on. Let me open them up. So, yeah. This is pretty standard. They come with certificates, and they're these encased sets of coins. And you can see the front. Oh, yeah, you're meant to flip them. You can see the front and back, so they're all just absolutely beautiful, mint. You can see these guys, yeah. You know, this guy, I almost never see in actual circulation. Like, when I go to a gas station or something, they don't give me change with one of these. You know? Oh, also, I mean, it's pretty rare to find one of these golden ones. Not that it's actual gold, but, you know, gold-plated or who knows. I don't. But, that's a $50. This is a dollar? Yeah, $1. Yeah, so I almost never see those in the real world. I only really see those in these sets, but I will say I do see this sometimes. Super rare. Sometimes I do, but I swear to God, I almost never see this $50 actually out, you know, given to me as change. So, anyways, that's a 2019. Yeah, okay, well, let me set this aside so we don't have to diddle with that right now. The 2019 and 2016 proof sets. Well, that's really cool. So, okay, immediately I'm thinking to myself, well, wait a minute. There's no way that those were from his childhood. Okay, actually. So, this must just be stuff that he's accrued since then. So actually, it's really nice of him to give those to me. Clearly, that didn't come from when, 50 years ago. So, interesting, okay? I thought everything here was strictly from when he was a young kid. So, that's a little odd, but okay. Now, these glassines and stuff, these look yellow and old enough that they easily could be. It just seems odd to me that he was so organized. I'm looking at this just blown away. Okay, well, let's get this big awkward envelope out of here. Not sure what this is. Oh, whoa. Okay, so there's like some bills, looks like foreign money, and some random coins in here as well. So maybe this is more along the lines of what he might have had as a kid. No, I kind of want to just inspect in here. So, random little container. That's actually kind of cute. I like that. I wonder what I can do with that. I'll set that aside. So, there's some kind of holder flap there. See, this is this is what I was expecting. See, kind of not quite as well taken care of as it could have been. This looks like a block of 6 U.S. Wisconsin Centennial stamps. Yeah, see, sticky. Yeah, this is just a reality. I mean, this is just what I was expecting. I just want to feel. I don't even need to take this out, but yeah, it's stuck. My tongs don't want to. Oop! It broke free. Well, it's not taking too much, but Okay, I'm gonna leave it. It's totally stuck to this glass scene. It feels like it. It feels like they have become one. So, interesting stuff. You know, my uncle is a smart guy, and I definitely can imagine him being organized as a kid. He ended up being in the Marines, just like my dad. But he was like an officer in the Marine Corps or something like that for years. And look, we got some loose Australia stamp here. That's actually kind of cool. You know, it looks like a perfin. You see the holes along his head? You'll see it better on the back. Yeah. It looks like it would be a perfin, but the holes weren't completely punched through. Looks like a T. I'm a little intrigued with that. I'll be honest, you know, after years of doing this, I'm not sure I've seen a perfin that wasn't completely punched through. That's odd. Unusual. At least for me, in my searches. Almost every perfin, you know, as I think about it, almost every perfin I've ever seen had the holes punched. Well, that's odd. That is weird. Yeah. That's actually an okay shape. That's actually neat. So cool, a nice little Australian stamp. Now, yeah, what to expect? The way that this stuff looks now, I do believe, not that I call him a liar, you know, but I was wondering here, I'm like, really? This is from when he was a kid? This is just so organized and interesting that he put them in all in glass scenes. Nothing's a loose mess, really. I mean, we had one stamp. That's not bad. It just seems too organized for a child. But the condition, even though he was organized, put in the glass scenes, I can tell you, it feels like a lot of them are stuck. Also, by the way, I'm intrigued here for a moment. I'm going to set these aside. We'll take a look at this. What does it say? Safety first. Is an important rule at home, at play, and in your school. The school patrol is on guard each day, and they know the rules you should obey. So watch for cars and with each step you take, and cross at the corners for safety's sake. There's really no need to play in the street, since playgrounds are better places to meet. Learn all the rules of the games you play. They'll be safer if done in the proper way. Remember to walk, not run in the halls. Keeping to the right will save you from falls. When lunch is over, clear the trash away and go on to have fun in the safety way. Interesting. The National Safety Council is... It says Aladdin Industries Incorporated, Nashville, Tennessee, with a little genie lamp. That is cute. Little kid crossing, playing, throwing the trash. Wow, that's such an old-timey lunchbox. That is too funny. Okay. Sorry, this thing has me interested. I don't see a year, but okay, I'm going to move on. Okay. That is too funny. What a cute little jingle. All right, so let's take a peek at these. So I think I'll bring it down closer so we can take a look. Let's take a look at this stack and then see what's in this envelope I pulled out, because I'm curious about that. And then we'll take a look at whatever else is in there. But so far, initially, it seems like a lot of stamps that are stuck in these glassines, like stuck. Let me see. Oh boy, I mean stuck. This is the problem with saving it in a lunchbox. You know, just to talk for a sec before we come down. Oh, maybe I'll lower you down while I talk. I had intentions of putting my uncle's stamps in my big giant worldwide album alongside my father's collection, right? since it seems to be like have become the family album for me. Everybody gave me stuff. My grandma gave me stuff. My dad gave me stuff. Now my uncle gave me stuff. And then I have my stuff. So it's like there's quite a bit of family stuff in there. Some actual heirlooms and stuff that is sentimental. So I intended on putting I was going to give my uncle, his name's Eric, his own section. But if they're stuck in the glassines like that, gosh, I don't know. I might just, like, leave them all in the glassines in the lunchbox as they are. That might be the best thing, because honestly, I feel like if I'm going to go and try and remove all of these out of here, I'm going to damage stuff. Like, there's no doubt my tongue does not want to slip behind this stamp at all. I mean, it is practically glued to the glassine. So without a doubt, I mean, what happened here is there was moisture, that kept this stuff in a lunchbox. So, anyways, I want to have a nice casual sip of tea here. By the way, absolutely falling in love with peppermint tea with a teaspoon of honey. Man, it's almost like candy. It is so yummy. Anyways, hold on, I'll be right back. Also, by the way, I did get a couple of people, gently complaining that my focusing issue last video sucked. I hear you, totally get it, I know. Believe me, I know. So I decided to, hopefully I can remember to do this, but I was trying to think of how to fix the focusing issue, Well, maybe instead of holding stamps up to the camera, I just simply lower the camera so freaking low. I don't have to hold stamps up, so everything should pretty much always be in focus, and that should eliminate that problem. Sorry about that, viewers. I did not plan on that stupid stuff last video, but that happened, so whoops. Hopefully this is better, and I'm trying to decide also how bright to have it. I think it's good enough. So yeah, let's just take a look at what is in here one by one. Hopefully, yep, cool. Some of these will come out. Alright, so we got pretty common US stamps. Boy, these feel rigid. They feel rigid. They're totally stuck together on paper and then off paper, so I'd have to separate these. Yeah, I'm not going to try very hard. It just is what it is. Interesting. So those are super common US stamps. Used. Okay. Well, let's continue and just kind of browse through. Maybe I shouldn't try and take every one of these out. I feel it'll be the same thing over and over. Just kind of either succeeding or failing. But, so, common US stuff. Even though as much as I'd like to show you guys out of the glassines because they're yellowed, I mean, whatever. I'm sure a lot of you have seen these. Like, this is really super common stuff here. What is this? A Buffalo something. John Wesley Powell. Okay, 6 cent US. It is cool that they, my dad and uncle even had stamp collections. I find it intriguing. People, I don't know if most people know just how big stamp collecting used to be. I mean, it was the #1 hobby, right? In the US. I can't remember if it was the #1 hobby in the world or not. Look at that. There you go. It says his name on it. Looks like a kid wrote it too. Okay, I think he wrote that on the glassine, not on the stamps. Boy, this thing is... Christmas. Common Christmas stamp. The glassine bothers me. Okay. This one's creased as well. Looks like an on-paper 6 cent flower stamp. So yeah, let's not spend too much time. This is what I was expecting. This is the kind of stuff, It's just super duper common. So really regular. It was at a what's it? Churchill. That's it. Just regular U.S. stuff here. It's just yeah. Saved lives. Yeah, too bad it was stored in a lunchbox, I mean, but, what, like, can you really expect a child to care that much, you know. Duplicate for Japan. Duplicates for Japan. Okay, we got a big old Lincoln. 10 cent. You know, it's amazing to me that even as a child he bothered to put them in glassines. But then, you know, how was he supposed to know that glassines deteriorate over time? Poland. Wow, oh, cool. Pretty cat. It's a big stamp. You know, like, yeah, like you can't blame him whatsoever. So here we have a Great Britain stamp of Machen. Interesting. So he has worldwide stuff. Austria. Okay. We have here another Great Britain. 7.5 pence. University of Leicester? I don't know how to say that. Huh. Hong Kong. Alright, cool. Eisenhower stamps, a little pair, along with another single. Stuck, totally stuck. Alright. Okay, a block. Sorry. Block. Women's suffrage. With additional stuff in there, it looks like. Probably stuck. Darn it. Oh, well, okay, I was able to get so more women's suffrage. So I'm going to guess that it's all women's suffrage in there. Okay, get together. Oh, my God. It feels... Okay, so this main statement like cardboard. Oh man, that is such a shame. These stamps are ruined. John Sloan. Okay, so darn it. You know, he always had a boat. Either he used to have a sailboat, now he has a catamaran. I wonder if he kept these out there on the bay. Is the way that it feels like they are. They are crisp like a potato chip, man. It's funny. This is actually a lot of stuff. I'm a little surprised here. UN. So yeah, I'm not going to linger on this too much. Little block here. Every single one of these feels ruined. And of course, these are all pretty common things. San Juan, Puerto Rico. Is that actually Puerto Rico? No, it's U.S. Okay. And I think the stamp is supposed to be like that. San Juan. Yeah. Well, it's worth, checking out for sure. Let's see. It is so cool that he bothered to keep these. And, this is one of the cool things about being let's say, Tolkien stamp collector in my family is, anybody has any stuff like this, they just go right ahead and give it to me. Who better to take care of it, to assess it? Not that I'm some expert. I've seen this one quite a lot. I actually do like that one. Don't know how well you guys can see it, but yeah. People just kind of naturally Kyle? Oh yeah, let's give it to him. Interesting to get some coins too. I do have a small coin collection. I have proof sets, like the ones that he gave me here, that my grandma gives me sometimes, which is really sweet of her. I like it. So I've been kind of building a collection of proof sets, which is cool. I have several of them at this point, for sure. So now this will bolster the collection a little bit more. I also have a big bag of pennies my mom gave me. One of the few things that I do have from my mother. And it's just a big, giant, old bag of pennies, man. There's some Indian heads. There's some... I think there were some buffalo nickels in there too, but yeah, those Indian head pennies, they're not like gonna make you rich, but they're cool and they're old, like old Argentina stamp. Not stuck. So, anywho, yeah, I've also got some odd ball coins, and so this will be cool to add these proof sets and whatever else is in this envelope we're about to look at to my collection. Interesting. This one's in clear plastic. Some smudges and stuff. It looks like 2 blocks of 4. I'm not going to break this open, but it feels and looks like there's 2 blocks of 4 in this kind of cellophane or whatever it is. Okay, a little on paper piece. Hey, this, I don't know, along with a couple other loose stamps like that Australia stamp. Oh, here I am holding it up. Bad habit again. All right, so this might be the best condition of anything so far. Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, this is cool. You know, honestly, guys, I wasn't even sure I would make a video today. I did all these chores yesterday. Cooking, cleaning, everything. So that today I could just chill out. But not that this is hard work. But I kind of wanted to just, like, space out all day. Before I go back and study for 8 hours a day. Man, I get so sick of it by the end of the day. I'm just sitting there, and it's a cramped office. I got these boxes full of papers next to me. I can't even spread my legs. I just sit there at this computer for 8 hours. Studying. It drives me nuts. I get all pissed off. I have to go out for cigarettes and stuff. I do. I get all frustrated, man. I'm a working man. I don't like just sitting there for 8 hours. It sucks. I hate it. Pisses me off. Anyways. This is a cool block, and it's got the, so it's a plate block. Different plate block numbers. Is it stuck? Definitely. Okay. Yep. So I don't know exactly how well you guys are gonna be able to tell what these are, but honestly, if anybody who messes with U.S. stamps, like I've like seen all these already. These are super familiar to me. Yeah, I mean, Sabre Water and stuff. You know. God, I really wish they were in better shape. Ouch. I mean, it just hurts. If you guys could feel these. I mean, if you could just feel them, like, yeah. I mean, they are just mated together badly. I don't think I'll try to take these out. These are going to have to stay in the glassines. They've been, oh, God. They've been immortalized in these glassines, like, oh my gosh. South Carolina. He actually had a lot of stuff. I'm a little surprised. The buffalo. I always like this one from the U.S. Little block of buffaloes. So the fact, even though, you know, these are basically trash and ruined, so they're practically worthless, it is cool to look at. So they're definitely not going to throw them away. I'm getting like some grit here. It's probably sand. I can feel it. That would make sense knowing Eric. Oh, God. I mean, yeah, they are just so stuck. It really is. It's like, it just feels so stiff. Oh, and again, it looks like the end there was just random empty glassines. I think that I might toss these. What's the point of keeping some empty yellowed glassines that are no good? So, yeah, we're just going to get rid of those. I don't think anybody in the world would miss those. Okay, so that was an interesting little stack of U.S. mainly with a couple of foreign stamps mixed in there. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Okay. Yeah, that's all pretty much just going to be like that forever. Okay, well, interesting. Huh. Alright, so let's take a look at whatever is in this envelope here. Whoa. What is this? Okay. Oop. Oop. Okay, so what the heck is this? This is like a button or? Ooh, man, that is corroded badly. I'm wondering if this is some kind of military pin. Well, you know, button or maybe a cufflink, you know, because like stars and stripes kind of idea here. Is Is this stripes? I don't know if if this means anything to any of you out there. If you understand like what this is, then let me know. This does feel like some kind of really old-timey hand-me-down heirloom. You know, my great-great-grandpa was in the Confederacy, or, you know, something like that. Like, what is this? That's cool. Man, badly corroded there. Gosh, that green. Unbelievable. Okay. So whatever that is, that's kind of cool. And then we have a couple of coins here. Let's see what these are about. Nothing written. Georgiev's the 6th. DGBR Rex. Yeah, I mean, I'm not much of a numismatist. I think is what you call a coin collector. So this is all totally kind of out of my ballpark. Shillings, okay. 2 shillings, 1950. FIDDEF. I think I want to make it brighter. Maybe that'd be better. Okay. Get back. All right. So, 2 shillings. All right. Oh, darn it, my one sec here. Hold on. I'm gonna be right back. Okay. Sorry, my camera was somehow settings on my camera went kablooey. I don't know what happened there. So, cool. So yeah, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time. I mean, I'm sure this is King something the somethingth. I just don't know. I'll have to research these and look all of them up. So let's just keep cruising. Half crown. See, this is something I don't know. I'm totally unfamiliar. I mean, ER. So okay, European. European. Europe. I don't know. Jesus Christ. I feel like so uneducated. Sorry, guys. In a way, I am. ER. Right. Half crown. 1964. Interesting, the FID and DEF at the top. Like Fidelis, or like, I don't know what that stands for. Okay, Elizabeth. Yeah, the 2nd. Okay. ER. This is, what does it say? Del Gradia Regina. You know, I know, I wish that I was better with, you know, the UK and Great Britain and stuff. I always mix up like the euro and oh gosh, I'm sorry, my brain. What the heck? Euro and the, oh my god, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed right now. I don't intend to edit this out, but I am embarrassed. What was the euro and the pound? Is that what I always mix up? Let me look at Google. It's just going to bother me. Okay, yeah, it's the euro and the pound that I always mix up. It is a little embarrassing, to be honest with you guys. I wish that I was a little better with European stuff. You know, darn it. But you know, just being candid here, I always mix them up. And I have plenty of learning to do with European stuff. I mean, I haven't even really looked into that much about what happened with Brexit or any of that. I'm sure that that's like reality and the life that you guys live over there. And it's like, how could he not know this stuff? Well, I live in America. You know, darn it. I only started collecting stamps and getting into this stuff and kind of researching and learning about different countries. I'm going to say midway through 2020. So, you know, yeah, I just didn't care growing up whatsoever. So it's also new to me still. And, you know, history and all that, I still have so much to learn, you guys. Anyways, I'm getting off on a tangent. But, yeah, it's just what it makes me think when I look at this. I'm like, God, I can't even remember. What was it, the euro and the pound or what? I always mix them up. So, yeah, these are European coins. And so knowing you guys and how smart a lot of you are, and that actually I have a fair bit of viewers from over in Europe, you probably have these coins and know exactly what they are. And yet to me, I just don't know. You know, I just don't know. But half crown, I mean, what the heck's a crown? Like, I don't even know. but this is super cool. And, you know, this makes me think also about how he, you know, was in the Marines. So he traveled around. I bet you he picked some of these up in his travels, which is cool. And I absolutely love this stuff. Coins are something that I totally want to get into more. I find them fascinating. And for one thing, you know, they're not so goddamn touchy like stamps. Jesus, stamps are, you know, it's a little easier, I think, to be a numismatist than a philatelist, frankly. You know, you don't have to take as much care. Like, it's so much easier to damage and ruin a stamp than it is a coin, right? It's just a whole different world of collecting. And while they usually go hand in hand, I do know that. Yeah, there's part of me that really does like coins quite a bit, and I haven't gotten into them as much as I would have hoped. I really kind of got into stamps first and foremost, and the coins were an afterthought. Oh, guys, there's actually some cool stuff. All right. Oh, okay. So that empties that out. Well, we'll take a look at all these just for fun. Every now and then I do actually make a coin video. Like I said, I do have some, but they usually don't get a lot of views. I don't think people that watch Kyle's stamps really, excuse me, give a crap about coins, but I still like them, so every now and then I do make a video. Well, so what's this? 1 crown, Bermuda, 1959. Says 1609 right there. And this cute little case. Elizabeth II. Sorry, here I am holding it up. Elizabeth II. T. Rogers, $25. I kind of want to open this up. Can I open this? Well, it's taped. Sorry for the focus there. Yeah, I guess I'll just leave it in. But anyways, cool ship. 1 crown. 59. Yeah. Looks like there's like some staining or something, like it could be a little bit cleaner. But that is a cool, it's big. It's big. That's bigger than the US half dollar, I believe. This is one of the biggest coins I think that I'll have at this point. That's a big coin. So 1 crown. All right, so let's kind of look at these and see what we got in here. 25 cents, 2017. Okay, a little birdie. Elizabeth II. Okay, Bermuda. Okay, so these are Bermuda coins. All right. I may not know much, but when it says Bermuda, I mean, that's pretty straightforward, I think. Bundesrepublik Deutschland. So German. 09. Cool. It's got stars, a little building. €2. Wow. I wonder what the metal is in the center compared to the outer ring. Interesting. So, German. Wow. I don't think I have one of those. I don't think I've ever seen a German coin. So this is unbelievably tiny. What is this? 1 cent? Okay. This is the smallest coin I've ever seen. Can you guys even see this? Sorry, I'm going to hold this one up. I can't even... 2006. Maybe it's Republique Française? Could this be a French coin? Yeah, that could be. Weird. What a weird little coin. Okay. That is cute. Yeah, it's bad. I think it is. This one also has RF. That's probably Marianne or something. Reminds me of this the Sower stamp. 2011. 10 cent. 10 euro cent. Huh. Okay. Okay, 50 euro cent. Here she is again. 2002, with the RF. I mean, it's got to be the Republic Française. I don't know what else it would be. 5 cents here with a really cool, some kind of fish. 2009. Elizabeth II, Bermuda. Okay, so another Bermuda coin. That's cool. These are cool. I like these. Makes sense. He would be, you know, on his catamaran going to these places. España. Okay. 2002. So a Spanish coin. 10 euro cent. Huh. So 10 cents on the euro. 25 cents, 2017. Bird. This looks similar to one we saw earlier. Elizabeth II, Bermuda. Okay. Some more Bermuda coins. Okay. 20 euro cent. 2020. So this is pretty recent. It doesn't say anything about where it's from. Interesting design too. It's got these divots around. Yeah, I don't think I saw it say where it's from. I'm not sure where that's from. That's an oddball coin right there. So, Republic Française again. 2013, okay. Alright, 10 euro cent. Alright, these are cool. I do have stuff like this, so I'm really glad that he gave me these. These are so super cool. I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to finding a home for these in my collection. 5 euro cent. What is this? Beatrix Koningen? I don't know how to say that. Der Netherlands. Oh, wow, a Netherlands coin. Okay. What the heck? A coin from the Netherlands. Yeah, that's cool. All right, well, hey, thanks, Unc. All right, let me scoop all these up together. Put those back. Those are super cool. So now here we have some money. Which I do have a World Banknote collection, so this is super cool that I get to add these in. That was super nice of him. I did not expect any of this, like none of it, to be honest. Okay, I'm going to change the camera position. Hold on. Okay, so the Banco Central de la República Dominica. So the Dominican Republic. I have been there several times. I actually I love the Dominican Republic. Their all-inclusive resorts are awesome. How could you not like those resorts? They're so fun. Definitely beautiful place. I mean, gorgeous. My God. Of course, every time I go to an all-inclusive, I drink way too much. Oh man, you know. But that's, you know, when in Rome, whatever. It's just, I almost feel beat sometimes when I would leave a all-inclusive resort, like super tired. Supposed to go to vacation to really relax and stuff, but instead I would hammer my poor liver to death. But I do have a lot of fun. It's so fun. So anyways, cool. You may notice it also has a gold foil reflective strip. There you go. That's actually quite pretty. So anyways, Dominican Republic. And that was 100. Looks like we have the same one here. So same thing. So super cool. I mean, they feel different than the US dollar, whatever the paper is. Excuse me. So that is super cool. Canada. Wow. I don't think I have any of these. This may very well be the first Canadian banknote I've handled in my life. Well, of course, Hockey. That is funny. They put it on their money. Wow. Okay. And then like just ice skating with the kid. Yeah, he's sledding. That's cute. Okay. Wow. I mean, that's Canada for you, huh? Canada, eh? Canada Sink 5. Sink. Yeah, Sink. Bank of Canada. Okay, cool. With the little maple leaves that are gold foil. Honestly, I can't tell if you guys can see. I can. That's pretty. So that's cool. Wow, $5 Canadian banknote. Banknote. Central Bank of Trinidad and Tobago. Wow. Oh man, I definitely have never seen this. What in the world? There's some kind of substance on it. Almost looks like cocaine. I don't know what that is, but anyways, this is cool, man. $1. Yeah, I love it. The intricate kind of webbing in the design reminds me of older United States dollars because we used to have that stuff. And it reminds me specifically on when I was growing up as a young boy, there somewhere on the $1 bill in this kind of intricate webbing design was a tiny little spider. Like it was so hilarious. A little itty bitty, like it was like just a speck, like the size of a cuticle, like the smallest little spider. And if you knew where to look, in one little crevice somewhere on the American dollar bill was a little spider hiding and looking at you. And he was this cute little thing with two little tiny eyeballs. I can't even remember where that is anymore, but that just jogs my memory of being young. And so, wow, cool. Okay, I mean, Central Bank of Trinidad and Tobago. It's pretty. Oh man, I love it that they do that reflective foil on there. That is just pretty as could be. Wow, that's so cool. Okay, so then another one, same. Okay, so we won't linger on it. This one also seems to have this kind of powder, crusty stuff. Not sure what is going on there. This one has it worse. Ooh, my God, it's all over. It's almost like it's rotting or something. I'm not sure what that is. Kind of weird. Kind of strange. Okay, so Bermuda. Okay, $2. Look at the cool. It's Poseidon or something. I mean, this is neat. Butterfly. Oh, there's a bunch of butterflies. Yeah, more butterflies up here. This is pretty. My God, their money is so pretty. Whoa. Look at the bird. I mean, this kind of center foil thing is interesting as well, whatever that is. A bluebird. Huh. It says, this is legal tender issued under the Bermuda Monetary Authority Act of 1969. Wow, I have never seen anything that pretty on a United States bill, like, ever. I mean, that is gorgeous. What? I mean, that is just so pretty. And, so you can see here at the top, little sailboats, butterflies. It's probably a flower or something. 1st of January, 2009. Yeah, and what's with this foil blotch? It's definitely weird. It has a strip. Wow, that is odd. Okay, so what's next here? South African Reserve. Wow, very cool. So we have a signature of the governor, which is probably him. 10 rand. So if I go to South Africa, I've got 10 rand to blow. Oh, wow. A rhino? Get out. That is so cool. And here it is in French. Sweet Afrikaans, I guess. And then so this is all pretty cool. Yeah, that's very cool. I love the rhino. That is so cool. Wow. Yeah, definitely never been to anything, any kind of African country. So, what's next? Hrotska. Oh God. I hate that I can't remember that right now. Oh man, I should know what that is. Oh, I'm gonna have to look it up again. Darn it. It's just not fresh enough in my mind. Oh, Croatia, isn't that it? I think I did it, you guys. Croatia? Okay, let me double check. I swear it's Croatia. Yes, Croatia. Congratulations to me for actually pulling that out of the depths of my brain. I can't even tell you how many times I've come across that word and had to look that up. I always forget that. Croatia. Wow, so 200, I don't know, kunas is probably, I guess, I bet you, I don't know how to say that, Dvesta, is probably 200 and probably 200 kunas. So wow, Croatian money. Wow. Some kind of really pretty holographic piece there that seems quite oddly shaped, if I'm honest. I don't know why they would shape it like that, but wow. Oh, wow, Croatian money. Wow, what the heck? Okay, what is this? Stamps? Is this stamps? Yeah. These must be recent, obviously, because of a QR code. Okay, these don't come off or anything. These are there. So this looks like a little booklet from somewhere that the stamps have actually been used. GPN. Weird. You know, my uncle sent me mail from somewhere within the last few years. Oh, man, and I can't remember where it was from, but I thought it was cool. I think he sent me a postcard or something, and I'm wondering if maybe this is where he took the stamps from. That could be. But I'm failing to see anything that indicates where this is actually from. Maybe that's the clue, the GPN. That is an interesting little thing there. Okay, so a used booklet. It looks like there's more behind that as well. Several more. Oh, look at. Oh, Rome. Yes, I think I'm right. That sounds right. I think he sent me a postcard from Rome, which I thought was so cool, by the way. Which I do. I have it in my album. So maybe he sent several postcards and used these stamp booklets. Cool, actually, that he still has one on there, and this just looks so familiar to me. Yeah, and it does say Roma. So little booklets from Rome with one stamp still unused. Wow, that is super cool. Holy moly. That is so cool. Okay, Eastern Caribbean. All right. $5. $5. Turtle. There's the queen. Wow. Pretty. It is pretty. What's the back look like? Yeah. Oh, wow, they got a little map. Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Montserrat, Dominica, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, St. Christopher, Nevis. This is Trafalgar Falls, Dominica. It has the latitude and longitude. By the way, guys, totally random, but I don't know if any of you have ever actually struggled to remember what the difference between latitude and longitude is. Probably not, I know most of you are older and you probably well know what these are, but when I was young, I could not remember the difference. I would always get it screwed up. And the way that I remembered the difference between latitude and longitude was, it's a long way up to heaven. So longitude is vertical, and then lateral would be like from football, like he threw a lateral pass, horizontal. So anyways, just to put that out there, that was my trick to always remember the difference between latitude and longitude. Long way up to heaven. Okay, so super cool. Love the World banknotes. That is so cool. I find that stuff fascinating. Really like that. Did not expect him to have that in there. So, wow. Thanks, Eric. What the heck, man? That's super cool. I'm surprised that he didn't want to keep this stuff for himself and was willing to just give it to me. Super nice of him. Okay, my camera battery is going to go kaput, so I'm going to have to change that. I'll be right back. Okay. Well, down in the bottom of the box was this. So one more. Deutschland. Okay. Ein Mark. I don't know what that means. I'll either whatever. Some military. I don't know. Wow, what a funky little bill. Half of a bill, practically. 1 mark, I suppose. Series of 1944. A little bit bent up. Wow, huh? Wow. What in the heck? That is so weird. I never expected to see stuff like this in this box. That is super cool. Definitely had nothing of the sort. So, wow. That's so cool. I freaking love it. Alright, so anyways, I just took out a massive stack of stuff from the lunchbox. Let's see what we have here. I have no idea. 1890 to 93. It says 1 cent Franklin. A60, so that must be the image design. 8 cent, not sure. 250 NC. And so there's just an index card. There's nothing there. All right. Benny Franklin. That's cute. Never heard him called that. 1918. Nothing there. So not sure what's going on. Maybe there was stuff. Maybe not. George Washington, 90 cent. I don't know what the C and NC. What would that mean? He's got prices. A block. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the C and NC means. I know what block is. Wow, I can't believe these are organized. So George Washington here. No. Okay, well, okay. Phew. Felt like they were not going to move. At least I got one out. So no cat number. That's okay. But, wow. Old 3 cent Washington stamp. He's got a few of them. Just lightly stuck. Yeah, I'm not going to try and separate those. They don't feel like they want to come. Okay, so some old 3 cent Washingtons. That's cool. Washington 1922. So, yeah, more. This is cool, man. Kudos to him organizing things like this as a young kid. What the heck? When I was a young kid, I would have never bothered to do this kind of stuff. This would have been super boring to me. Yeah, a bunch of old 3 cent Washingtons. Okay. That's cool. For the sake of this video not taking as long as, a full-length feature here, I'm going to try and keep going. So let's just see. There's an awful lot of stuff here. Okay, Lincoln, 1922-26. So this stuff potentially can go in my album if it is able to be removed. Yeah, I mean, look, we got a little block of 4 of these old Lincolns with a duplex cancel. You can see the ellipse cancel right there with the numeral. Looks like 5 inside, and then the CDS here. So yeah, wow. I mean, cute and cool, and it's not ruined. It's not stuck. You know, the glassine would have you think otherwise. Yeah, actually okay. Here we have an on paper example. That is super cool. What in the world? I'm just very surprised that young Eric did this. Martha Washington, okay. Yeah, he did it with index cards. I mean, this is not bad for a kid. Not bad. Yep, it's Martha. Oh, no, that one's misplaced. This one's Martha. Another duplex cancel on there. That's okay, I'll keep them together, whatever. So yeah, I mean, these are ultimately, you know, fairly common. So this should be Harding. Fairly common U.S. stuff, but yeah, it's impressive that he bothered to do this. This one looks like a pre-cancel on paper, Chicago. That's cool. Okay, let's keep cruising. Sailing ship. Oh, how cute. Look at his little handwriting. Yeah, I wish I knew what C and NC means. I'm drawing a blank. I'm like trying to think about it while I'm looking at these, but I mean, all that I can think of is, you know, hinged, not hinged. Like, what is the C? What is that? These feel stuck as could be in there. So a whole bunch of the sailing ships. Go figure. He's always had a huge affinity for boats and sailing and stuff like that. So yeah, these could be in better shape, but oh well, it is what it is. Let's see. Motorcycle? Postman motorcycle. 1925. Yeah, special delivery. Yeah, how cool. Uh-huh. Yep, I'm just curious. Stuck or not stuck? Stuck. Totally stuck. Okay. Darn. Okay, looks like everything somehow got flipped. Roosevelt, 28, nothing. Okay, airmail, 5 cent, 29. And we've got a folded cover. Interesting. So an old airmail, 1929. Shame it was folded like that, but oh well. Cool cachet. Cedar City. Sent to Philadelphia, yeah, 29. Cedar City, Uport, Utah. Huh. Well, it's already been folded pretty badly for a long time. I'll just leave it folded. Okay, more ships. Oh, a bunch of ships. Totally stuck. Gosh, darn it. Darn it. Yeah. I'm still torn. Will I leave all this stuff in here or not? And I think I might. At least, you know, with, even if I leave it in there, at least it's now going to be in a climate-controlled environment for the foreseeable future. So it shouldn't degrade more, but, yeah, I mean, ideally, I guess I'd want to take these things out of these glassines. Is this going to come? Oh, wow. Wow, some old postage dues. I don't know if that's the earliest postage due or not, but that's an older one, no doubt. Man, lots of strikes with the cancel. I'm not sure why they had to strike it so much. But yeah, you know, it's like, yeah. I'm not opposed to taking the time to try and get all these unstuck from the glassines, but excuse me. What I'm thinking to myself is how to get them unstuck. I guess maybe I could soak them just like stamps. Soaking is something I haven't really gotten into a whole lot. I actually intend to do a video on it at some point. It's something that I just haven't really touched with this channel yet. soaking stamps. There's plenty of videos out there already. You can already go and figure out how to soak stamps. It's not rocket science, but yeah, I just haven't really gotten into it a whole lot. I have actually, over the last several years, been accruing a giant box of stamps that I intend to soak off of paper. And so yeah, for some reason, of all the things in the hobby, I've really been slacking on that avenue of things, just bothering to soak stuff. I was going to get a soaking tray and, you know, all this other stuff, but you don't really have to get a tray. You can just use like a, you know, big bowl or a pan or something. But yeah, this is all pretty common stuff. This is cool though. So yeah, and I as far as like how to, let's say if this is totally stuck to this glassine, how would you get it out of there? You know, I mean, I guess soak it. I don't know what else to do. But yeah, this is all stuff I could look into at some point when I have the time and the desire to try and salvage all these if I wanted. But honestly, from the way most of them feel, ooh, I think I'm going to be real hard pressed to get them out of these glassines. Like, they seem fully adhered, many of them. So, anywho, Third International Philatelic Exhibition Souvenir Sheet, 1936. Yep. I've got this in my Mystic album. Actually, I have a majority of these in my Mystic album. So it's cool that he had these. He has some sous sheets, some blocks. Yes, stomach. Be quiet. Yeah, I mean, they're just totally stuck. Darn it. Coast Guard. Okay. Interesting. Belongs to maybe Carl. That's my dad. So maybe Eric had some stuff that actually belonged to Carl. That could be. So these might have belonged to my dad, I suppose. Yeah. It's cool. These ones don't seem stuck. Whatever this kind of cellophane-like material is, ended up being a better choice in the long run than the glassines. United Nations. Huh? Yep. Toward United Nations. Okay. Yeah, surprising that he bothered to do this. This is a little bit more in depth than how my father did it. He actually like wrote down info and organized it. Interesting stuff. George Washington Carver. So several of those. They just feel horribly stuck. Yeah, I mean, just like this, too. My God. It is so adhered. Whatever was in there is probably more George Washington Carver stamps, but I can actually see the color it is. We'll just keep moving. Yeah. Hunting permit stamp. Oh, cool. Hey, that's neat. That's cool. Yeah, you know, I'll be honest, there's a part of me wants to steal this. I think that I have a section of hunting stamps in my back of book Mystic album that I bet you I probably don't have this in there yet. That'd be so cool. I could put it in there and then just give credit to Eric. That way I wouldn't feel like I'm just straight up stealing it. Not that I'm really going to be able to steal any of this. I mean, he gave it to me, but I like to try to keep things together. It's all just I'm so undecided with everything still. So anyway, just speaking out loud about it. But yeah, I kind of want to steal that. Okay, so California Gold Centennial, little plate. Well, it's not quite a plate block. A plate strip of 3. Is that how you'd say that? Rough Riders. All right. Yeah, so he dabbled in foreign stamps, but it seems mainly he had U.S. stamps, which is understandable, you know, for a young kid. Even back then, these should have been, relatively attainable, like financially. None of these should have been very expensive, you know. Annapolis Tercentenary. Yep. I haven't spent a lot of time looking at U.S. stamps recently, I don't think. And it's just jogs of memory. Been a little bit, but I know these guys. 1952. Yes, he actually bothered to write stuff out. It better cursive than I have. Still. At 34. I suck at writing cursive. I write so little cursive. It's I can do it, but it's harder. Something I struggle with to remember is how to do capital letters. Gosh darn, I just can't remember a lot of them. But I can write in cursive. Let's see. Yeah, so this is, yeah, I don't want to spend way too much time, guys. It's just, let's just go through. I am impressed. There's sand on these. I can totally feel it. Not a lot, but a little bit. Abraham Lincoln. Okay, yeah. Yeah, little Lincoln stamp. Abraham again, yep. This is impressive. Yeah, I'll have to call him and talk to him about it. It's pretty funny. That he held on to this. Oops. Trying to keep everything organized in a stack here. Robert E. Lee. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, some are ruined, and some aren't. I'm not sure why some survived compared to others. It's just really cool that he did this special delivery. Yeah. Yeah, 30 cents. We'll strip of 3 again. Okay, special delivery 1957. Yep, okay. Yep. Liberty issue. Oh, maybe. Oh, duh. NC, no cancel. Yeah, okay. I was wondering what it could possibly mean because it's we're like, is it used or not, hinged or not? Are really the things that stamps are. So no cancel or cancel. Duh. I don't know why I didn't pick that up right away. In my defense, it is early. I did just wake up, but okay. So yeah, cool. So he's got a 4 cent. So it's so this stamp is Project Mercury from this date. It's a 4 cent. He's got 4 canceled and 8 cent non-canceled. Well, that didn't quite work out. 12 cent no. Oh, maybe that's the value. 12 cent with no cancel, 2 cent with a cancel. Okay, all right. I'm starting to get it. So he must have had some kind of catalog. He must have. Yeah, that's a design number. So he was able to pick out the design numbers, determine the year, and then their values, canceled or not canceled. Then he would write the description. I am understanding now. I'm almost embarrassed that it took me that long, but I get it. Better late than never. So, yeah, cool that he bothered to do this. Yeah. I really do feel like this is a bit more than a lot of kids would bother to do. But he probably used this, as a method of learning appropriately, right? I can easily imagine my grandfather, who was super smart, really, really smart, no kidding, kind of getting him set up to do this, My grandpa was always trying to get me set up in different ways to learn and different books and stuff like that, too. That was the way he was. He wanted us all to be smart. His kids and grandkids. He loved all of us. I miss him. He was a good guy. He died from lung problems. He smoked way too much, so ruined the tissue in his lungs. Then he went to get surgery to have the tissue. It was pretty much the top of the lungs, from what I understand. Kind of the tissue at the top of the lungs had rotted out, and they went to go cut it out. And when they did so, his the tissue was so far gone that the stitches wouldn't hold, and that pretty much spiraled into being the end of my grandpa. He just couldn't hold on. He was they were keeping him alive, you know, with the machines, and he explicitly said, if I'm not mistaken, that if he ever was, you know, just being kept alive like that, to go ahead and let him go. And that's what we did. I don't really know if I'd want to stay alive like that either. What kind of life is that? Anyways, a little depressing there. About the story of Grandpa there. But yeah, I have positive, nice images of him and memories in my mind. He was a great guy. Okay. So yeah, I mean, these are all pretty common, you know. That's okay. I'm glad that some of them survive in better shape than others. Law and Order. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, you know, these things just haven't changed with time. I have the same stamps in my collection, you know. Not just, you know, I did get into stamps when I was younger. I just didn't go all crazy like I did at my, you know, in my 30s here. But when I was younger, I did have a phase. I got into stamp collecting, so this is something that I put on the shelf and kind of forgot about, and started, you know, playing basketball outside and just doing other stuff. Got sidetracked and interested in other things and girls, you know, all that kind of stuff. And gave up stamp collecting. But then, yeah, I never would have guessed that I would pick it up so many years later, just out of the blue, you know, just poof, all of a sudden went nuts with stamps. So I guess it goes to show that I did have an affinity to this hobby. I must have been, you know, 10, I don't know, something around there, that I first got into stamps, and then, yeah, I just gave up. So, anywho, you just never know, you know? So when I did get into it, I was so glad that I had kept what I had, you know? Still to this day, though, there was like this Bugs Bunny stamp sheet that I had partially used, that I guess I threw it away, or I used it, or whatever, and I'm still sort of looking for it. I don't think I'll ever find it, but I was like, what happened to that? Like, I remember that, and why can't I find it? It's from my childhood, and I would have loved to have had it still, but I just don't know what happened to it, so, oh well. The Bugs Bunny stamps that I'll never, ever have again. Oh well, I can still buy the sheet. They're still available. I might actually have the sheet come through. So, okay, looks like we ended the stack there. Wow. I am surprised. Yeah. Again, I mean, for a kid, that's pretty well done. Okay, so let's see what we have left here, guys. Some pretty beat up covers. So let's grab these out. Take a gander. Ooh, cool. There's a coin in there too. I missed a coin. Everything's yeah, got a little grit. You can see kind of like the sand in the bottom there. That's what I'm feeling. All right, let's get that aside. Okay, so first let's finish off with this, whatever this is, an 84 Liberty. Kennedy coin. Must be a $50. Yep, $50. That's cool. Alright, I think we saw one of these earlier. I like these quite a bit. Okay, well, I'll slip that in with the other coins. Whoa. God dang it. I almost knocked my freaking tee off again. I did that last time, too. I gotta really watch that. Oh, I cannot put that cup there. Why do I do that? Okay, so look at this. Mercury. Hold on. Really old graph paper. This stuff feels delicate. I feel like I have to be delicate. Mercury dime, Indian cents, 50 cents each. Well, okay, I mean, just some old little price sheet he had. Yeah, so here we have a block of 8. Yeah, they literally feel like they're just made onto the glassine at this point. I mean, good luck. Can you guys tell? It's like it's been vacuum packed. Oh, yeah. If any of you guys made it this far in this video and have any advice on, trying to get this kind of stuff unstuck, unadhered from old glassines, let me know. There is just such a part of me, though, that really thinks at this point that it's kind of too far gone. Maybe I should just leave it be, I mean, I couldn't imagine. I don't know if soaking it in soapy water would be enough to release it. It really, it's hard to describe, but you guys have probably found stuff like this. I mean, it really feels like it is just straight up mated to this glassine, and I don't know exactly how I'd ever release that, but I haven't done any research yet. So anyway, just some thoughts. Okay, let's set that aside. So let's ooh, all this sand. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I'm just trying to get the sand is a pet peeve. I don't like that. Try to keep things clean as could be here. Okay. Well. Okay, I feel better. All right. Postcard. Unused. Air view of Surf City, New Jersey. How about that? Air view from bay to ocean. Surf City, baby. Alright, so here is a cover that has seen much better days. Peace Corps stamp, 1972. Oh, wow, it was sent to Eric. How about that? The School District of Philadelphia, Division of People, Personnel, and Counseling. Okay. So, first aid cover. Interesting, it was actually sent to him. That means that he must have bothered to actually get this first aid cover back in 1972. Huh. I'm a little surprised that he actually bothered. How about that? Interesting. Maybe the Peace Corps had some sort of significance to him specifically. I don't know. Anyway, wow. Deutschreich. Okay, Germany. Sent to Philadelphia, USA. Hanover cancels. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to... Well, maybe... So then 1936? These are semi-postals on here, too. Wow. This is Nazi era, right? I'm pretty sure that's a swastika on the back fin of the airplane up there. Sure looks like it. And this is the guy that... Oh, God. I'm trying to embarrass myself here again. I got to pull all this stuff out of the depths of my brain. He, helped appoint Hitler. What was this guy's name? The airship exploded guy. His name? Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, whatever. Super cool. The Hindenburg, right? Hindenburg? Is that okay? Anyway, Philadelphia, 1936 registered. Yeah, so 36, several hits. January the 29th. Interesting to have multiple strikes. Philadelphia. This one's faint. West Market Street? Okay. So registered airmail cover. This, I'm not sure about these. It almost comes off to me like a censorship label, which very well may be. And that would probably be my best guess. And, yeah, what are the Hanover Bond Post? These cancels here, they're interesting. What does it say here? Darn it, the movie recording stopped. I'm not sure when it did, but, or my recording here. Yeah, so I think this is a Nazi era cover. A censored cover. That's super cool. I mean, whoa. Did not expect that. Okay, so some random index card here. Look at this stuff. What is this? The Old Gold Exchange in Philadelphia. Man, this thing feels so old. There's stamps in there. Huh. Okay, so I think that's it. Man, this paper is so old. Just crumbling. What in the world do we have here? What is this? Okay, Poland. Wow. Okay, this is cool. Stained a little, but it's an old Polish stamp. You know, it's besides the staining, or toning, or whatever you'd call this, it's actually in pretty good shape. Like the perfs and stuff. That's actually pretty cool. So, man, this one's faded. Oh, never mind. Okay. So we have here random old envelope of old Polish stamps. How about that? I mean, I wouldn't have expected that. What in the world? This is a big old paper piece. Czechoslovakia. Okay. And these are cool. Look at the little purple cancels. Looks like that corner perf has been is gone or folded over. I think it's there. Excuse me. Sorry. 28, maybe? Hard to tell. Wow, what are these old Polish stamps doing here? What is this, you know? Huh. Yeah, I've seen some of these. This is a little bit surprising to me. I don't know why, I just didn't expect this kind of stuff. Yeah. Old Polish stamps. Not ruined, thank God. Czechoslovakian and Polish stamps. Huh. I wonder when he got these. This is cool. Well, I'm going to slip these aside. I'm just going to lay them out so we can kind of see what we got. This is going to be a long video. I know that. Okay, so that's just a piece of an envelope. I'm not sure. I don't think I'll keep that. Poland. There are kids outside. Okay, those are stuck together. So some duplication here. Polska. At least these aren't ruined. That's cool. Who would have ever thought, you know? What a shame. You put stamps in a glassine as a young lad, you know, thinking that you're doing the right thing, but darn, man. They all get ruined by the time that they get to somebody who cares about them. Poland, Czechoslovakia. Interesting stuff. Okay, so, yeah. So a bunch of old Polish stamps. Gonna keep these together. Let's just keep going. See what else he's got. So we got a little pair here. Yep, easy. Okay, good. Okay. Poland, yep, Poland. So it's mainly Poland, a little bit of Czechoslovakia. Pretty cool. Yeah, then we got an on-paper piece here. Okay, well, I like that. That was neat. Huh. Okay. Huh. You just never know, you know? Huh. Hard to say what to expect. Oops. Okay, well, I'll put all that back in there later. Okay. So, what do we have? An airmail cover, obviously. Dedication. AJO. Airport of Entry. AJO. What the heck is AJ? Maybe it's just like Ajo or Ajo. Yeah, okay. Ajo, Arizona. That sounds wrong. It's probably Ajo. So, 1930, with a Roosevelt stamp. I always loved the blue of that Roosevelt stamp. Airport of Entry. Okay. Really nothing on the back to see. That's cool. Okay, now we have a kind of ripped up airmail cover again. First flight inaugurating airmail service, Rockford, Illinois. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, somehow it got all ripped up, probably during opening, but then again, this side's ripped up too. Ooh, that's a cool... Oh, wait, I saw something. We got stamps hiding in there. What's going on? What the heck? There's stuff in there, guys. Ooh. A pre-cancel, Philadelphia. There seems to be a strip of postage dues. Sorry, it won't focus. Postage dues. What looks like probably, I don't know, just some regular issue stamp on paper that's stuck to the strip of postage dues. Bummer. Sorry that those are stuck into the envelope. They're totally stuck. At least right there it stops. This whole stamp here is stuck. So I'm going to leave those in there. Yeah, weird. What is this? A pre-cancel? Playing cards. Okay, so a back of book, playing cards. Look at that. This looks like another pre-cancel. Philadelphia postage due. They're totally stuck to each other, but I think these would be easy to separate. I don't know if I've ever seen a pre-cancel postage due. Is that even a thing? I'm like, what? Weird. Okay, well, I'm going to leave these out of that. I think I'll keep them with this Australian stamp. This is our kind of loose stamp pile. But that way I don't forget that they're in there. But yeah, so anyway, cool airmail cover. Oh yeah, I was interested in this. This is a beautiful ink stamp here. Yeah, wow. Excuse me. Rock River Route. Wow. Like that. That's pretty. So, okay. Is there anything else? I think one random stamp. I can't read it, but I know it's a regular issue, U.S. First, oh, automated. I couldn't read that. First automated post office in the United States, 1960, in Providence, Rhode Island. Well, okay, so, excuse me, sorry everyone. My dang throat. So, that pretty much does it. Wow. This has been a little journey here. Hey, any of you that stuck along all the way here to the end, kudos to you. That was a heck of a little adventure inspecting all this stuff. So, yeah, for the time being, I'm just going to kind of keep all this. I'm going to put it all back in there as it was, and maybe stew over what I want to do with it all. I like the stamps, but yeah, of course, most of them are ruined. Go figure. But dare I say that my favorite part of all of this was probably the coins and the banknotes. Very cool stuff here. I like this. This is just so neat. I love my uncle. It's nice of him to do this, to give me these things. And this is like I was saying at the beginning, just the rareness of getting something like this, like an heirloom. There's only one childhood stamp collection that I can get from my uncle, and this is it, and coin collection too. So yeah, it's just really cool, really nice of him to do this. If I don't know if he'll ever actually watch this video. I don't know that if he even watches my stuff. I don't think so, but if he does, I love you. Thank you, Eric. Holy moly, that's super cool. And yeah, I'm gonna keep all this stuff nice and safe. I hope you guys enjoyed taking the journey with me. Definitely enjoyed this. Didn't know what to expect for sure. I knew he said stamp and coin collection, and I was like, huh, okay. And so this was better than I expected. Even though a lot of the stamps are stuck to the glassines, still, I have to give him kudos. He had a nice little organized collection that he obviously spent a little bit of time on as a young kid. And I'm impressed. That was cool. And yeah, I love him and appreciate him for sharing this and giving this to me. And anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. I don't know if I'll be back next weekend with another video. Maybe, maybe not. We'll just see how I feel. But this was a long one, so hopefully this will tide us over for a little while, in case I don't make a video. And I appreciate all you guys watching as usual. Of course, all of you are a great bunch of people, and I thank you for supporting my channel and just being nice, decent people. Thank you for that, and I wish all of you the best. I'm going to put all this back in there and then carry on with my day, and I wish everybody enjoys the rest of their day, their weekend, and I'll be back later on. I'll see you guys later. Take care until then. Bye-bye. See ya.